Would President-elect Guy Tomberlin please come to the stage with his lovely wife, Sandy? Along with Bill Dupler, Brian Foley, Henry Green, Ron Peaster, Mike Riley, Emery Rogers, and Dominic Sims.
I'm not afraid of you. I'm going to stand right next to you.
It's a beautiful thing. In addition to Bill, Henry, and Ron, with the other past ICC presidents who are here with us tonight, Frank Hodge, Wally Bailey, Steve Shapiro, Ron Lynn, and Jimmy Brothers come to the front of the room. Guy Tomberlin, you have been chosen by your peers to lead this association for the coming year. You have selected 7 individuals who are special to you to stand with you tonight because you value their friendship and professional relationships. They are Bill Dupler, a past ICC president and Deputy County Administrator for the Community Development in Chesterfield County, Virginia. Brian Foley, Fairfax County, Virginia, Deputy Building Official. Henry Green, a past ICC president and current president of the National Institute of Building Sciences. Ron Peaster, a past ICC president and director of the New York State Department Division of Code Enforcement and Administration. Mike Riley, Deputy Chief in the Fairfax County Office of the Fire Marshal. Emery Rogers, Deputy Director of Building and Fire Regulations for the Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development. And Dominic Sims, Chief Executive Officer of the International Code Council. These 7 industry giants are special to you because they have been instrumental in your career advancement and success. They help guide your career path and have had a positive impact and influence on you and the Code Council. This is your way to acknowledge them for all they have done for you in our industry, or as you put it, they each deserve a Millennium Professional Leader Mentor of the Year Award. Dominic, please administer the oath.
By placing their trust in you, Guy Tomberlin, your fellow Code Council members have shown their confidence that you will faithfully discharge your duties. I know you will endeavor to conduct the affairs of the association at all times in a manner that will promote our public safety mission. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. In the presence of the members here assembled, I do hereby declare on my sacred honor to fulfill the duties of the office to which my peers have elected me. Faithfully, earnestly, and fairly. Guy Tomberlin, I hereby declare you are President of the ICC Board of Directors. Congratulations, Guy.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, brother.
If we could also have Paul Shirley join us on stage now as well. Paul.
To recognize Guy, our elected officials in Fairfax County have issued the following proclamation and plaque. Here are a few highlights. Whereas Guy Tomberlin, a certified building official and manager of the Residential and Light Commercial Inspections Branch for Fairfax County, has been named President of ICC's Board of Directors, now therefore be it resolved that Guy Tomberlin be recognized for his new position as President of the International Code Council. And I hereby commend Guy for his commitment to excellence in the code enforcement field and representing Fairfax County in the most outstanding manner on the September 30th, 2014. Michael R. Fry, Supervisor, on behalf of the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors.
Thank you, Paul. Guy, we have one more detail to seal your presidency of the International Code Council. I'd like to pin this on you as a symbol for your coming year as president. We could get it off. Congratulations.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. We're going to be passing of the gavel.
Yes?
That's what the,
Yes?
says Steve. Congratulations. Yeah, I think we're going to line up across.
We have to line up first. Who's in order?
Well, there's something like that on that.
Mo and Larry are coming. I'm at the end, so that's good. Thank you, guys. I'm over here now.
I'm at the end. You're not at the end. You're on.
I'm at the end to pass it to you, yeah. Remember? You're over here.
You're supposed to coordinate that while you're down there. I know, I'm good.
Okay, we're supposed to curve up this way because we can't get all of us
Oh,
in the
okay.
picture. There you go. Now you guys stay. Frank, come up on the end. I got to direct them even though I'm out. Okay, no. See the marks on the floor? Look down.
Oh. They scroll the, hope they scroll the script. Tape, Frank. Because that's not the beginning of mine.
Tape on the line, tape on the line.
All right, pass the gavel, son. I'm not handing them
You're
to him that
Shemp,
way.
right? I got to be careful.
There you go, my
Thank you,
friend.
Stephen.
Enjoy. There you go. All right, go sit down. Go sit down. But one more. Hey, wait.
I don't know, let's go, we're out.
You gotta have a picture. All right, good deal.
Thank you.
Now, hold on here. Okay. Congratulations to all of our directors and officers. Members, you have elected a new president. Guy is the branch chief for residential and light commercial inspections in the Land Development Services Department of Public Works and Environmental Services in Fairfax County, Virginia. He is new to that position. It is a well-deserved promotion. He has served as a residential inspector, commercial, mechanical inspection supervisor, chief plumbing inspector, code specialist, and manager of building code services. He is a certified building official with almost 30 years' experience in creating safe and resilient communities. He holds more than 20 national certifications. He earned the Virginia Plumbing and Mechanical Inspectors Association Lifetime Achievement Award and is the two-time recipient of the Virginia Building and Code Officials Association Meritorious Award. He served on ICC's International Accreditation Service Board and was a member of the Plumbing Mechanical Gas Listing Committee of the ICC Evaluation Service. Planning for the future has been one of Guy's major initiatives while serving on the ICC board. He believes in open communications with members and all stakeholders. To honor our new president as he heads us into the future, we're really going to call the past presidents up? Scroll up again. Nope. Keep going. Keep going. We passed the gavel before. Okay, stop. Or not.
We're right there. Perfect.
Perfect.
Guy.
It says Guy. I guess he's up now. Okay, I'm done. Thank you all. Knock him dead, buddy.
Well, good evening, friends, family, colleagues, code enforcement professionals, and industry professionals. I stand before you humbled that you have elected me to serve as your president. It's been a privilege to work with you, your board of directors, and our CEO over the past several years. You have continually elected a group of dedicated, committed individuals that have served you well, and I assure you I will do my best to continue to meet your expectations. Your board of directors, our CEO, and some of the most talented, dedicated staff I've ever had the pleasure to work with have committed to stabilizing the organization. As reported in the annual business meeting Monday, I'm pleased that we have positioned ourselves well within the industry and remain committed to strengthening your organization and all that we do to serve the members more efficiently and effectively. The Code Council is a very unique organization that operates in two very different venues under two very different guidelines. One side of the House is structured for not-for-profit business, and the other side is a member-driven, member-focused association. The business side of ICC is the catalyst that supports the member association. As you can imagine, it takes resources, which includes things like revenue and staffing, to meet the demands and expectations of the members. Through the past several years, we have experienced a few peaks and valleys, not that much different than most governmental localities across the country. We have determined that these fluctuations in the economy have caused a false sense of security, and that when we have ventured into areas outside the core mission during good times, it has been difficult to sustain those activities in the downtimes. In order to ensure fiscal responsibility, your CEO, working in concert with your board of directors, has realized the need to focus our core function, which is code development and the necessary support services, such as training and education. We remain optimistic that CDP Access may be a gateway to unrealized opportunity as we become more advanced in the electronic world. Partnering and seeking the opportunity to better serve our members continues to be a priority. The Green Code and Training and Education Program are just good examples of how this is being successfully implemented. Past President Ron Peaster initiated Vision 2023. This was to establish a business model and a work plan that is designed to enable success and sustainability over the next 10 years. As we work towards an improved landscape, we are continually challenged with the issues such as extended code adoption cycles and vulnerability in the protection of our intellectual property. However, thanks to you, our members, we are a healthy organization, and our future looks promising. My focus and theme for 2015 and the ICC is the next generation. The group I had stand with me during the swearing-in ceremony was symbolic for this message. I wanted to emphasize the value in working together. These individuals have been a huge part of my support network in one capacity or another throughout my career in code enforcement, as I have become the next generation to those before me. Each one of these people understands the importance of working together, fairness, negotiation, mentoring, staying focused on the greater issues, occasionally engaging in spirited debate, but only when necessary. They all come from diverse backgrounds with varied experience, yet they all have so much in common. They all display charisma and core values like integrity, loyalty, and honesty. I wanted to publicly show my respect and thank them for all they have done for me personally and you, the members of the International Code Council. They represent some of the most important things I have tried to emulate throughout my career. It is often said we are only successful as those who surround us, so it only makes sense to surround ourselves with these type of individuals. That's why tonight I'm proud to say that I'm surrounded by the best and the finest in our industry, and that's obviously all of you, the ICC membership. Please give yourself a hand. You are ICC, and you are the voice and the face of ICC in all that we do. You are our lifeblood, and it's you that makes me proud to be an ICC member. I want to thank you for all the positive accomplishments we have made working together throughout the years. One of our greatest attributes has proved to serve this organization well is the basic concept that we stay focused on things that we have in common and not let any of the other things stand in our way as we resolve issues. I assure you that your CEO and board of directors are always going to remain dedicated to improving relationship in all the areas that we work towards resolving issues and exploring opportunities. It is vital that in working together, we must clearly identify what we can and cannot do in the ICC. Some things that work well for a business just do not fit into a volunteer organization. And at the same time, some of the things that work well for a volunteer association are not feasible in a business setting. Not-for-profit does not mean not for revenue. Understand, no matter how strongly we feel about any one particular issue, adjustments mean change. With an organization of approximately 57,000 members, change to meet the needs of one segment often meets resistance in another. Commitment to mutual respect and understanding, along with good communication, will continue to help us meet our goals and your expectations. Again, I want to stress the importance of networking and how working together is not an option, but the clear path to success. It's true, it does take a village. I hope we can convey the importance of this message to the next generation. So I wanted to briefly share my story, or at least my journey, that has helped me determine my career path in the code profession. In the early 1990s, I applied to serve on an interpretation committee, and that was all it took to get me energized in code development. That's where I learned that code development is a fluid and dynamic process. Further, I recognized sometimes the codes were not consistently applied or understood. By the mid-90s, I was applying for code review committee service. It's not so much different than what we call today the code action committees. This activity landed me squarely on the hearing room floor, testifying and debating on anticipated improvements of the codes we use every day. That's when my passion really began to take a clear direction. I realized just how important code development is to our profession and the value of volunteerism, engagement, and participation in the process. By the late 90s, I was serving on code development committees and continued to do so for about 10 years before being elected to your board of directors. All this active involvement occurred simultaneously while being employed with one of the best, if not the best, localities in the nation, Fairfax County, Virginia. During my entire tenure in public service, my jurisdiction has always understood and valued the impact we have in code development and what it means to our communities. I share this with you in hopes that in some small way I can motivate and inspire you the same way so many people have done for me, like the people that stood before you earlier. I also recognize that we have a vastly diversified member base, each with different perspectives and goals and expectations. But whenever people ask me what they can do with ICC to get involved, I always suggest the things I outlined: committee service, council participation, test writing groups, code changes, writing code changes, participating in any capacity on a local or state level or national level, not to mention board service. I stress that to folks to commit to whatever ability they can and the resources that they have. That's what's worked for me in code development, has been one of the most rewarding experiences in my career before serving on your board of directors. And now I am humbled to be here tonight before you to serve in the highest honor you have allowed me to serve as, your president. I anticipate collectively we will instill the framework of a culture that invites more involvement, engagement, and participation with the ICC. CDP access is directly correlated with getting more members involved in the code development process without the burden of travel and time out of the office. This is a huge step towards embracing the next generation while we remain challenged with trying to engage a generation of people who are accustomed to short-term rewards, most that they experienced in the past 20 years. Think of texting, Googling for knowledge, using Wikipedia for information. They type in a few misspelled words into a pocket-sized handheld device, and magically they receive detailed, accurate information instantaneously. And whoever thought we would be typing with their thumbs? I was just getting used to my two fingers. This is quite different than the methods most of us had to use to get the information as we came up through the professional development that we have taken. The point I'm attempting to illustrate is that in the rapidly changing world in which we operate, as we move to overcome one challenge, we are quickly faced with another. For example, we need to emphasize the value of attending these type conferences while at the same time implementing remote participation. From the governmental involvement side, it's not that uncommon that we are faced with convincing an administrator whose budget has just been reduced to bare minimums of the importance of model code involvement. Explaining the value of face-to-face debate on the hearing room floor over an important code improvement issue is difficult when someone has no idea how the process works or what we do, or how attending the Model Code Association's business meeting actually helps sustain the value and importance of our profession. These are just a few examples of the issues that we can still breed reduced engagement. Make no mistake, these types of meetings are networking at its finest, and you and I realize the value is endless. We interact with colleagues across the nation and find out that we face the same challenges day in and day out. We discover new ways to solve problems and serve our communities better. We discover that working together and gaining consensus, and through discussion and sometimes disagreement, usually results in reasonable, equitable solutions. We use this venue to harvest institutional knowledge and help with succession planning. Again, this value is priceless. Tonight, I would like to ask that you look around and identify, as Wally Bailey outlined, who the next person or next people are going to be in line to help the ICC continue moving in the right direction, just like you have done. This is the time to commit to succession planning, mentoring, raising the profile. It's our responsibility to help implement a process that will motivate and inspire the next generation. We are the group that has to identify future talent, whether it's in your office, at chapter meetings, or right here at the ICC conferences. As you consider my comments tonight, I request one thing. Please do not let the problems of today be the problems of tomorrow. Let's work through our issues together, resolve the things that we feel need to be overcome, all at the same time we encourage new participation. Let's let the next generation figure out their own issues and stand by to assist them in any way that we can, working towards sustaining our profession. It is not the issues that we deal with, but rather how we dealt with them that will be remembered. I assure you, the next generation will figure it out. It is our role to find them and help engage them. A past prominent leader of our profession said, "Always trust the members. They will always get it right." And that was one of Wally's mentors, and I think that still rings true today. No speech is complete without a quote. Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed. I found 10,000 ways it did not work." I do not anticipate finding 10,000 ways that don't work, but I'm a realist that recognizes we may enjoy pursuing some things that just don't work. But sometimes we must continue to work through the wrong things in order to find the right things as we pursue success. Your CEOs and board of directors have a clear vision for success that includes some risk, but recognize that the only chance of success is working together and laying the foundation for the next generation. In closing, I need to express words of gratitude to my home network. I want to thank my employer, Fairfax County, Virginia, and all the staff who have made my participation with ICC possible, some of which were able to stand with me tonight. Thank you to all my colleagues in Virginia for the organization structure we have, and Region 7, who have always supported and promoted my involvement. Most of all, I need to thank my family. Some are with us tonight, including my brother Gary and his soon-to-be wife Lee, my two wonderful children, Nathan and Natasha, my beautiful granddaughter Brooklyn, but mostly my wife Sandy, for understanding the importance of what we do and allowing me to participate with all of you in the ICC membership. Sandy has been a huge supportive inspiration throughout my life and has always made me want to become a better person. She is the voice of reason, sometimes grounds me when I need it. Our relationship started when she was my high school girlfriend and my prom date. She's been my wife ever since, not to mention my best friend and companion for the past 32 years. My love for her and my family are the most important things in my life, so I need to say thank you. As I close tonight, I want to thank you all again for attending the conference and being here tonight. I look forward to a positive and productive year of 2015 with you and the ICC. Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Guy. I was sitting there listening to you speak, and I think we first came in touch with each other in the mid-'90s or late '90s, and what a privilege it's been for me to know you and make your friendship, watch you grow and rise to the top of this organization. We're going to be in great hands this year, so thank you.